Open the casting sintering furnace and place the partition plate into the inner chamber. When installing the partition, push into the 2 grooves on its inner wall. The plaster mold is then placed in a casting furnace for firing to achieve high temperature strength and stability. Press and turn the handle clockwise to lock the oven door. Turn on the power and set the temperature between 800 degrees Celsius and 1000 degrees Celsius for baking. This process ensures the mold achieves optimal high temperature strength and stability to withstand the impact of molten metal. The condition inside the furnace chamber can be observed through the viewing window. While the casting furnace maintains a constant temperature, we will use the melting furnace to melt the material into liquid form. Finally, turn on the power switch for the smelting furnace and wait. After the temperature of the gold melting furnace has risen, wear protective gloves and open the furnace lid. A small amount of borax may be added as a covering agent to prevent metal oxidation and gas absorption. Then you can stir it with a tool to make it more uniform. Finally, don't forget to close the lid so the stove can continue heating. Now, wearing protective gloves, we remove the finish plug. Stir mold from the casting furnace and place it in a safe location. Next, use tongs to remove the graphite. Crucible from the melting furnace and position it over the pouring spout of the plaster mold for casting. For this mold, we use oil clay for pressing. This process requires swift and steady movements to minimize heat loss from the mold shell. After the molding process is complete, while the mold and casting are still at high temperature, use long tongs to quickly immerse it in water. After removal from the water, use tools to extract the casting from the mold for surface cleaning. Use a stiff copper brush to scrub the casting. Under running water, removing firmly adhered plaster particles. Copper brushes have lower hardness than precious metals and will not scratch the casting body. Next, we will perform vacuum casting using this vacuum casting machine. Remove the plaster mold from the casting machine and place it above the vacuum port of the medium vacuum casting machine. Remove the crucible from the smelting furnace for casting. Align the crucible spout with the mold's pouring spout, then use vacuum suction to draw the molten metal into the mold. The entire pouring process should be completed within seconds. After pouring is complete, use long tongs to quickly immerse the entire assembly into water, causing the mold and casting to separate under rapid cooling. Once cooled, remove it from the water. Use a tool to tap the main part of the mold, leveraging the brittleness of the plaster to dislodge it further. At this point, the casting is complete.